What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie Black Widow. This is the latest movie and the 24th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And in this movie, Natasha Romanoff is on the run and everything after the events of Captain America Civil War, and is forced to confront a conspiracy tied to her past, and she must team up with old people she used to like her old family, and everything to take down this organization. And that's all I'm going to say about the plot. I don't want to run it for anybody who hasn't seen it, since this is a brand new movie and everything. It just came out today. It's in theaters, or if you want to spend $30 for it, it's on Disney Plus, which personally I'd just go see it in the theater because it's a fun movie to experience on the big screen. But I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's a really good entry into the MCU, and we've had to wait 10,000 years for Black Widow to finally get her own movie and everything. I thought we'd never actually see her get her own movie and stuff. I'm glad we finally did. They talk about waiting till past the last minute on here, though. I mean, they waited till the character was dead to give her own movie and everything. And but I really did enjoy this one. We got a really good origin story for the character, but also some other good stuff too. Like, this is a prequel, but it's also a sequel to Civil War in a way. So we get some good background on her we never really have before this movie, just little glimpses into her background. So we finally kind of see where she comes from and everything. I like that about this movie. And the cast in here are all really great, especially Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena, the sister of Natasha. She just steals a show. I absolutely love her in this movie. And Florence Pugh is a really great actress. I love her in everything that I've seen her in. She just is one of those actresses that just kind of started out a few years ago, and she's really made a name for herself, and I love her in this movie. But she's great in everything I've seen and everything. And they pretty much are hinting around she's going to take up the Black Widow mantle and stuff, and I hope that she does. That'd be really cool, everything, if she takes up the Black Widow mantle, because she's already one of my favorites of the new characters in here. And you got David Harbour as Alexei, or Red Guardian. He's like the Russian counterpart to Captain America. He's really good in this movie too. He's really hilarious at times and everything. I loved him in here. And Rachel Weisz is Melina, pretty much the mom of the family, and she's really good. Like the whole family dynamic between all of them are really good in this movie. And I will say though that like the villains and stuff in here are okay. They're not the best characters in here. You got General Dreykov, who's the head of the Red Room. He's a decent villain, but he's not one of the best MCU villains. And then Taskmaster is pretty okay villain too. I wouldn't say either one of them are like super great, but they're alright and work for this movie anyway. But all of the cast in here are great, and like, this is one of the best looking Marvel movies too. Like, the cinematography in here is absolutely beautiful and everything. Like, and I love the action too. Like, it doesn't rely too heavily on CGI. It does have some, especially in the last act, but the CGI is not really that bad in the movie, and it feels like a smaller scale movie and everything. Like, the fight scenes and stuff are well choreographed and everything. So it's a really well done movie. I really enjoyed it quite a bit, and Lauren Balfe's score is pretty good too. It actually is one of the better scores in the MCU as well. So they really did a good job making this one, and I think it was worth the wait. Although personally, I still say we should have got this movie years ago. And everything. I don't think it's fair that Black Widow is just now getting a movie now that the character's been dead in the MCU for 2 years. But I like what they did with this movie, and this was mostly a filler movie that pretty much is made to set up Yelena's character, which if you've seen the trailers and stuff, or know history about the character, you already know where they were going to be setting her up for a bigger role in the MCU, and I can't wait to see what they do with her. I hope we get to see all of these characters that were introduced in here again, and everything. They have a lot of potential to do that. I'm curious to see how they do it, but yeah. So I'd say I'd give Black Widow an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It's a fun movie and everything. If you're not a fan of Marvel stuff, this ain't gonna change anything, though. It ain't gonna be for you. But I'm a huge Marvel fan, so it was a lot of fun and exactly what I wanted in a Black Widow movie and everything. I would have loved to see an origin movie and stuff, but what we got was good enough for me. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.